This tragedy covers Tiffani Starkey, 34, who was murdered by D'angelo Gilliam, 34, her former partner and the father of her two children, following their joint custody arrangement. D'angelo and Tiffani had been dating for quite some time. Their relationship took a different turn when Tiffani discovered Gilliam was struggling with mental health issues. D'angelo shot and killed Tiffani in an unexpected turn of events, leaving their two children fatherless when he killed himself. Even though it seemed they had an effective co-parenting relationship, nobody ever imagined that D'angelo could kill Tiffani. Before we begin this video, we would like to express our deepest sympathies to the family and friends who were severely affected by this horrible crime. We would also like to send condolences to Tiffani's family and friends. Today's case takes us to Cape Coral. Cape Coral is a city located in southwest Florida. The city has a population of around 200,000 residents. Cape Coral is situated on the Gulf of Mexico coast in Lee County, Florida, and is adjacent to Fort Myers. It is known for its extensive network of canals, making it a popular destination for waterfront living. It has more than 400 miles of navigable waterways, offering opportunities for boating, fishing, and water sports. Tiffani Brianna Starkey was born on July 8, 1989, in Springfield, Pennsylvania. Tiffani graduated from Delaware State University in 2014 with a Bachelor's of Science in Psychology and a Master's of Education in 2017. Tiffani later became a board-certified behavioral analyst, specializing on children with autism and other disorders. She went on to become the proud owner of TIF Positive Support for 4 years, serving children, families, schools, and the community in Lee County, Florida. Soon after, she established the Collaboration Foundation, a nonprofit organization. The Collaboration Foundation's purpose is to create inclusive and supportive communities in which families with disabilities can thrive via collaborative efforts. She wished to empower families with disabilities by fostering accessibility, advocacy, and education, so creating a world in which everyone's unique abilities are welcomed and embraced. Tiffani was also the Southwest Florida chapter's COFABA co-president. Tiffani's next goal was to relaunch her firm under her new name, Explore Therapy Network, which would continue in her honor. Tiffani enjoyed dancing and teaching Sunday school throughout her life. She had a lot of hidden talents, including a love of percussion and playing the drum set. She adored fashion and was never hesitant to wear outrageous outfits, regardless of what others thought. She was also a devout Christian woman. She understood that her vocation was to influence the lives of others, particularly women, by her ideas and knowledge. Her primary ambition in life was to become a mother. After years of fearing she couldn't have children, she was blessed with her first child, Tori Lee, and shortly thereafter, Tyli Ann. For many people, Tiffani was a friend and mentor. She was a source of wisdom and inspiration. In addition to being a mother, Tiffani was a teacher, an advocate, and a best friend. D'angelo served in the Afghanistan Army. Gilliam and Starkey had dated for 7 years. D'angelo experienced numerous mental health problems during their relationship. When he was in and out of the hospital last year, he believed he was dying. However, the fact that the physicians insisted there was nothing wrong with him only made matters worse for him. Tiffani was his support system while he was homeless. Their relationship was unstable. They would part ways and then reconcile, with him always saying he was sorry before they reunited. Sadly, though, after giving it a shot, they mutually agreed to split up and share joint custody of their children. On March 20, 2024, Cape Coral police responded to the scene around 9:34 a.m. after receiving reports that a woman in her mid-30s had been shot and was lying in the street near the mailbox. Callers believed the victim's ex-boyfriend had shot her while picking up their children. The man and lady have been identified as D'angelo Gilliam, 34, and Tiffani Starkey, 34. He allegedly drove away with the two small children to Southeast 12th Terrace, a nearby street, and handed them over to firemen. During that contact, authorities claim he shot himself and rolled his car into the canal. A dive team responded and removed his body from the sea. A medical examiner was also on the site. The woman who was shot was taken to a nearby hospital and she was pronounced dead. Additionally, D'Angelo was married to Mercedes Gilliam, a person he met while serving in the Afghanistan army. The pair, who had 2 children together, was married for 6 years before regrettably divorcing.
I don't know why. I just don't want him to be painted like a monster. We always wonder why, but I don't think I'll ever have an answer for why he did it, why he did what he did. So just trying to figure out how to move forward with the kids.
D'Angelo leaving behind their 2 children, along with 2 other children that he shared with Tiffani Starkey.
He would have never hurt any of his kids. So I know that's the reason why he dropped them off. He went to Afghanistan. He had some mental health problems, I guess. Just being a dad, being there. I don't think I ever really gave him his props. And I wish I could at least let him know, you did good.
I'm kind of glad that I did not go over there and speak to him because evidently he was alive and had just killed his girlfriend.
One Cape Coral resident says that he was just feet away from the man who allegedly shot and killed the mother of his children before turning the gun on himself. Right now at 11, we know both of the kids involved are safe with family members. Tonight, ABC 7's Sarah Mankiewicz is talking to neighbors and getting you more on the moment their street turned into a crime scene.
Well, a man who lives in this home says he actually saw the SUV sitting on the edge of the water. He was about to go over and ask what was going on, but he had to leave for an appointment. When he got back, this whole area was swarmed with law enforcement.
We saw them pull the car out and remove the body and all that.
Philip and Sally Brakey were curious when they noticed a black SUV next to their home by the canal.
I started to walk over to see who it was or what was going to happen, what was going on, but I looked at my watch and I need to get the dog for grooming.
Brakey tells me the last thing he expected to see when he got back was police lining his street for a murder-suicide.
I'm kind of glad that I did not go over there and speak to him because evidently he was alive and had just killed his girlfriend.
Cape Coral police say it all started when a man came to pick up his kids on Southeast 12th Street. Investigators say he shot and killed the mother of his 2 young children.
Well, we heard the pop of the gun. We looked out there and you could see she was laying on the ground and her parents were, oh my God.
Neighbor Rich McCleary says he saw the man drive off in the black SUV. CCPD tells us he gave the kids to firefighters before driving off and shooting himself. The SUV then rolled into the canal.
My neighbor that called me said, hey, he's in the canal, he shot himself. That's a shot.
One of the officers tried to jump into the water, but at that point he was already confirmed deceased.
As Brakey watched CCPD pull the car out of the canal behind his home, his mind raced, wondering if he could have been shot too if he walked up to the car.
I don't think that we've let that hit us yet.
Now CCPD says the 2 kids are safe with family in the neighborhood.
I feel so bad for these 2 children.
Cape Coral police say they're still trying to get in contact with next of kin, so they're not releasing the victims' names yet. In Cape Coral, Sarah Mankiewicz, ABC 7.
We hope Tiffani Starkey's family the strength to move on from this horrific situation. If you would like to stay updated with this type of content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the following video.